Sheesh. What's good, fellas? Welcome back to the channel. Just want to say quickly, shout out to everyone that showed love on the Melina video. That video went absolutely crazy, so I really appreciate that. Today's video, we're going to be talking about a announcement from Mortal Kombat / NetherRealm on the future of MK11 and what's happening with the game, what they're working on right now. They did make a tweet today, so I'm going to be covering that, kind of filling you guys in and letting you guys know what I think about it. Then we're just going to talk about MK11, where the game is at, what I think could be changed, what I think would be better, and just in general, what I think of the game right now. Okay, so I've pulled up the tweet here. So as you can see, Mortal Kombat official Twitter, NetherRealm is now focusing on its next project, and after more than 2 years of supporting Mortal Kombat 11, DLC for this game, including characters, has come to an end. So basically what this means is NetherRealm is no longer going to be doing anything for Mortal Kombat 11 for the most part. There's not going to be any DLC. I don't think there's going to be any balance changes. It's kind of like them saying that the game is finished almost to a point. Obviously, people will still play the game and everything like that, but from their point of view, they're not going to be doing much work on it anymore. They're just going to leave it. I'm not sure how to feel about this one right now because, I love Mortal Kombat obviously, and Mortal Kombat 11, I honestly do love the game. I think it's awesome. I really would love some changes for it. Just a balance patch would be awesome. But from what this tweet sounds like, it kind of seems like they're just finished with the game and they're just going to let it fade away until the next project comes out, I guess. But I'm sure most of you guys agree that we really would have loved another combat pack or some more DLC or a balance patch at least, something new to the game. They've been quiet for a while, so it's really frustrating, honestly, but I don't really know what goes on behind the scenes, so not sure why it took so long to get some word from them. Okay, so I've just jumped into the game really quick, kind of just to talk about the roster and what my thoughts are on it. Honestly, I think the roster in this game is pretty sick. We had characters like Rain, Melina. Even the guest characters are pretty cool, like Terminator and Rambo. Definitely different. Spawn as well. Joker. There's so many good characters in this game. And honestly, I think the roster was a pretty good choice for most of the cast. But like I said earlier, there's definitely room for more. You can even look at the character select screen right here and see. It honestly looks like there was meant to be more characters. Alright, now I'm just going to quickly talk about the game mechanics, what I think of them, what I would want changed, and what I think was done right as well. Okay, so I think one of the worst mechanics that they put in the game was breakaway. So for example, if I'm using Rain, I can only get 9% from a punish guaranteed if they break away. Okay, so for example, if I punish someone with Rain and I go for an optimal combo like this, they can just break away straight away and I get 93 damage. So it's pretty much no damage. And all I can really do to punish this is to do like this and get what, 15%? And that's pretty much the best I can get. I can't punish it with this because it's too slow. So getting punished for making the right read, or not getting punished, but getting almost no damage, and then the risk reward for a breakaway is so little. There's no risk doing that breakaway there really besides losing the meter. And you get it back automatically anyway, so it doesn't really make sense, honestly. And some characters actually get punished pretty hard for breakaway as well. So for example, Shang Jump 3 into Hell Spark is a really good OS. You don't have to hit confirm it, it's really, really strong. And if it hits, you get a full combo like this as well. Pretty good damage, 22%. But if they break away, you're dead. So that's just kind of showing you guys an idea of why breakaway is honestly, the mechanic is just not designed very well. In comparison to MKX, where you could go for your optimal routes and never be scared because you know that you're not going to get punished, and then breaker would happen and you'd get sent full screen and kind of reset neutral again. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to cover is everyone's favorite mechanic, Fatal Blows. Now look, don't get me wrong, Fatal Blows visually are a really cool thing. They look awesome. They really do feel like a Mortal Kombat thing. Just the fact that you get them back really makes no sense. So for example, if I'm playing Garrus and I'm about this range here, my Fatal Blow is going to hit you, and look how far away I am. Look how far this is. So if we look at this here against Aaron Black, the best punish I can get is a drop kick, or I can get probably a slide as well. But if I wanted to go for a normal and try and punish it with a normal, I'm too far. I can't hit him with a normal besides drop kick or slide. So not only is it a pushback problem, but also the fact that you get it back if it whiffs or if they block it is kind of silly as well. The risk reward is just way too good. There's almost no risk a lot of the time to do them. So obviously you can get punished when they're closer, but just for some characters it's very good, it's very easy. And it's that threat of Fatal Blow kind of just makes the momentum of the game go into a very weird situation. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to touch on is armor break. So like I said earlier, breakaway is a pretty bad mechanic, honestly. But for the most part, armor break is actually a really good design. But only for some characters. This is where I want to talk about it. So I've got Scorpion and Kung Lao here, and I'll just show you an example of what it looks like if you break away against Lao and if you break away against Scorpion. So as you can see, there's a huge difference there, right? Even if Scorpion reads the armor break, he literally can't do anything after teleport to bait it. And that's kind of where the problem with armor breaking is. Like, obviously it's good for some characters. When it's good for their character, the design is great. But for a character like Scorpion, as an example, it just doesn't make any sense. And there's a bunch of characters in the game who have armor breaks that you rarely see or you rarely get to use because your combo doesn't really put you in that situation as much. So overall, armor breaks weren't a bad idea. They just needed a little bit more buffs for some of the other characters. Put them in situations where they can actually use it more. Like Scorpion, Melina, Sonya. I could keep going. There's a lot of characters that need a better armor break. So just giving you guys a little bit of an idea of how it works and why. For some characters it's good and some characters it's not so good. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to be talking about is Floats Block. I think this is actually a really cool and creative mechanic. It's almost really good in this game. I do give it some credit. I think it's actually a really good mechanic. It just needs a little bit of changes to make it perfect, but honestly, I think it's a pretty good mechanic overall. Yeah, Floats Block has some really cool applications, like for example, like jump-ins. You can Floats Block jump-ins pretty easily. That's always a really good one. Like I showed earlier, you can Floats Block a lot of strings. You know, you can Floats Block literally anything in the game for the most part if you're ready for it. If there's a gap in the string or if it's like a raw thing, it's a little bit harder, but it depends on what it is. But overall, like I said, I think the mechanic is a pretty cool idea. You know, you spend your meter to get them off you and make them scared to pressure you. The only time I don't like Floats Blocking is when it's on hit like this. So as you can see there, Jax tried to take his pressure after getting the down one on hit, and I just Floats Blocked it. Even though I got hit and I got punished, I'm able to still check that and make him scared to go for pressure after that. So I think that's a pretty bad way to make it work. The way it works on hit is terrible, to be honest. But everything else about it is really good. So pretty awesome mechanic overall. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is custom variations. This was an addition to Ultimate. I honestly think the idea is awesome. It was really cool that they added it in. So I'm really happy they did. There's just some problems with it. And I'm going to be honest here. The main one is just how the slots are made. So, for example, I've got Rain here and he's got Purple Pain, right? So this is a lightning move. If you don't meter burn, it doesn't really do that much. If you meter burn it, it launches and you can have a little combo. So it's a pretty cool idea, right? It's a pretty cool idea, but look how slow the move is broken. Very slow, and if you meter burn it, it takes a while to come out, and it goes away on block and on hit anyway. So kind of hard to set up, doesn't really give you actual pressure. It's a cool looking move, I'll admit it's really sick, but it just doesn't actually work in games that well. But the big problem with it is that it's a 2-slot move, so every character gets 3 slots. So this move takes up 2 of your slots, and all you can do is add 1 extra move alongside it. So you're giving up a lot of Rain's good tools just to have this move that doesn't even really work anyway. So that's just one example, there's many in the game. So I really wish they would kind of balance around the game more with those, kind of fix them. They kind of just released them and never changed how much the slots cost. And they never really changed the moves after that either. So that would be a really cool thing to see. I really hope they do a little balance patch and fix something like that. Overall though, I think MK11 is a really good game. Honestly, I do love the game. I'm not saying this just to, like, you know, hype it up. I've been playing the game constantly for like 2 years plus. I honestly think this is one of the best Mortal Kombat games yet. And it's just so close to being like perfect. I just really wish there was some more changes happening to it. But who knows? We might not even get any changes at all. So let me know what you guys think. Are we going to get any more changes? What do you think of Mortal Kombat 11 as a whole? You know, we're over 2 years into the game now. It looks like we're not getting anything else for the game in the future. So let me know what you guys think, man. I'm going to be honest. I love the game. I think it's great. Like I said, though, I was honest in the whole video. I said what I want changed. There definitely needs to be some changes to make the game better. Whether or not we get them, though, it's probably unlikely at this point. Like I said, they're probably done with the game now. I'm going to keep playing the game. I'm going to keep making content. So hopefully you guys stick around and keep supporting the content. Definitely, whatever the new project is, whatever the next NRS game is, I'll be going crazy on content for that as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. What do you guys think of the game? What do you want changed in the game? What do you wish to see? You know, what is the future of Mortal Kombat 11 in your point of view? Let me know. But with that being said, that's going to wrap up the video. Much love to you guys, man. Thank you for all the support in the videos lately. Been absolutely crazy. Let's keep killing it. If you made it this far into the video, drop a when's MK12 in the comments below, so I know you made it this far. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you sub to the channel if you haven't yet. See you later, guys.